The foreign relations of Ireland are substantially influenced by its membership of the European Union, although bilateral relations with the United States and United Kingdom are also important to the state. It is one of the group of smaller nations in the EU, and has traditionally followed a non-aligned foreign policy. Ireland has historically tended towards independence in foreign military policy. Thus it is not a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and has a long-standing policy of military neutrality. This policy has been moderated in recent years, and the country is an important staging post for U.S. troops in Western Europe. According to the Irish Defence Forces, the neutrality policy has helped them to be successful in their contributions to United Nations peacekeeping missions since 1960 and subsequently, in Cyprus, Lebanon and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Main relationships: China-Ireland's official relationship with the People's Republic of China began on the 22nd of June 1979. Following his visit to China in 1998, former Taoiseach Bertie Ahern authorized the establishment of an Asia strategy. The aim of this strategy was to ensure that the Irish government and Irish enterprise work coherently to enhance the important relationships between Ireland and Asia. In recent years, due to the rapid expansion of the Chinese economy, China is becoming a key trade partner of Ireland, with over $6 billion worth of bilateral trade between the two countries in 2010. In July 2013, the Irish Tanna Eastern Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade were invited to China by the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on a trade mission to boost both investment and political ties between the two countries. Ireland has raised its concerns in the area of human rights with China on a number of occasions. On the 12th of May 2007, during a visit to Beijing, a former Taoiseach Brian Cowen discussed human rights issues with Chinese Foreign Minister Li Xiaoqing. Former Tanna East Mary Coughlin also raised human rights issues and concerns with visiting Chinese Vice Premier Zheng Piyan. Ireland also participates in the EU-China human rights dialogue. Concerning the Taiwan issue, Ireland follows a one-China policy. In 2007, the former Irish Minister for Foreign Affairs, Dermot Ahern, summarized the Irish position as follows: although Taiwan continues to exercise autonomy and to term itself the Republic of China, this is not recognized in international law. Taiwan's official status is that of a province of China. Ireland recognizes the government of the PRC as the sole legitimate government of China. Ireland does not maintain diplomatic relations with Taiwan, and there is no intergovernmental contact between the two sides. A Taipei representative office, established in Dublin in 1988, has a representative function in relation to economic and cultural promotion, but no diplomatic or political status. The former minister's emphasis on the One China policy and to the Taiwan issue being best settled through dialogue between the parties concerned was consistent with Beijing's wish that the Taiwan issue be regarded as a domestic one between Chinese on both sides of the Taiwan Straits. United Kingdom. Since at least the 1600s, Ireland has had political connections with the United Kingdom, with the whole island becoming a part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland from 1801 to 1922. For the time of Ireland declaring itself independent from the United Kingdom in 1937. The two countries have been involved in a dispute over the status of Northern Ireland. Articles 2 and 3 of the Constitution of Ireland formally claimed Northern Ireland as a part of the national territory, though in practice the Irish government did recognise the UK's jurisdiction over the region. For the onset of the Troubles in 19 1969, the two governments sought to bring the violence to an end. The Sunningdale Agreement of 1973 and the Anglo-Irish Agreement of 1985 were important steps in this process. In 1998, both states signed the Good Friday Agreement and now cooperate closely to find a solution to the region's problems. Articles 2 and 3 of the Constitution of Ireland were amended as part of this agreement, the territorial claim being replaced with a statement of aspiration to unite the people of the island of Ireland. As part of the Good Friday Agreement, the states also ended the dispute over the respective names, Ireland and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Each agreed to accept and use the other's correct name. When the Troubles were raging in Northern Ireland, the Irish government sought, with mixed success, to prevent the import of weapons and ammunition through its territory by illegal paramilitary organisations for use in their conflict with the security forces in Northern Ireland. In 1973, 3 ships of the Irish Naval Service intercepted a ship carrying weapons from Libya which were probably destined for Irish Republican paramilitaries. Law enforcement acts such as these additionally improved relations with the government of the United Kingdom. However, the independent judiciary blocked a number of attempts to extradite suspects between 1970 and 1998 on the basis that their crime might have been political, and thus contrary to international law at the time. Ireland is one of the parties to the Rockall Continental Shelf dispute that also involves Denmark, Iceland, and the United Kingdom. Ireland and the United Kingdom have signed a boundary agreement in the Rockall area. However, neither have concluded similar agreements with Iceland or Denmark, and the matter remains under negotiation. Iceland now claims a substantial area of the continental shelf to the west of Ireland, to a point 49 degrees 48 and 19 degrees 00W, which is further south than Ireland. The controversial Sellafield nuclear fuel reprocessing plant in northwestern England has also been a contentious issue between the two governments. The Irish government has sought the closure of the plant, taking a case against the UK government under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. However, the European Court of Justice found that the case should have been dealt with under EU law. In 2006, however, both countries came to a friendly agreement which enabled both the Radiological Protection Institute of Ireland and the Garda Síochána access to the site to conduct investigations. United States. See also, United States Ambassador to Ireland, Embassy of the United States in Dublin, United States Ambassador's official residence in Dublin. The United States recognized the Irish Free State on the 28th of June 1924, with diplomatic relations being established on the 7th of October 1924. In 1927, the United States opened an American legation in Dublin. Due to the ancestral ties between the two countries, Ireland and the U.S. have a strong relationship, both politically and economically, with the U.S. being Ireland's biggest trading partner since 2000. Ireland also receives more foreign direct investment from the U.S. than many larger nations, with investments in Ireland equal to France and Germany combined and, in 2012, more than all of developing Asia put together. The use of Shannon Airport as a stopover point for U.S. forces en route to Iraq has caused domestic controversy in Ireland. Opponents of this policy brought an unsuccessful High Court case against the government in 2003, arguing that this use of Irish airspace violated Irish neutrality. Restrictions such as carrying no arms, ammunition, or explosives, and that the flights in question did not form part of military exercises or operations were put in place to defend Irish neutrality. However, allegations have been made against the Central Intelligence Agency that the airport has been used between 30 and 50 times for illegal illegal, extraordinary rendition flights to the U.S. In 1995, a decision was made by the U.S. government to appoint a special envoy to Northern Ireland to help with the Northern Ireland peace process. During the 2008 presidential campaign in the United States, however, Democratic Party candidate Barack Obama was reported as having questioned the necessity to keep a U.S. special envoy for Northern Ireland. His remarks caused uproar within the Republican Party, with Senator John McCain questioning his leadership abilities and his commitment to the ongoing peace process in Northern Ireland. As of 2015, Ann Anderson is the Irish ambassador to the United States, while Kevin O'Malley is the U.S. ambassador to Ireland, Europe and the European Union. Ireland is consistently the most pro-European of EU member states, with 77% of the population approving of EU membership according to a Eurobarometer poll in 2006. Ireland was a founding member of the Euro single currency. In May 2004, Ireland was one of only 3 countries to open its borders to workers from the 10 new member states. EU issues important to Ireland include the Common Agricultural Policy, corporation tax harmonisation and the EU Constitution. The Irish electorate declined to ratify the Treaty of Lisbon in 2008. A second referendum in October 2009 passed the bill, allowing the treaty to be ratified before it was ratified. Legal guarantees on issues such as the right of Ireland to remain militarily neutral, the right of the state to maintain its low levels of corporation tax, and that the treaty would not change the right to life article in the Irish Constitution, making abortion illegal and an act of murder under Irish constitutional law. As of 2013, Pascal Donohoe is Minister of State for European Affairs at the Department of Foreign Affairs. Ireland has held the presidency of the Council of the European Union on 7 occasions. Americas, Oceania, Africa, Asia. Overview. As of 2008, Ireland maintains diplomatic relations with 173 states, the Holy See and the European Union. Ireland has not yet established diplomatic relations with Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, Suriname, Benin, Cape Verde, Central African Republic, Comoros, Equatorial Guinea, Madagascar, Mali, Mauritania, São Tomé and Príncipe, South Sudan, Swaziland, Togo, Bhutan, North Korea, Marshall Islands, Niue, Tonga. Sovereign Military Order of Malta, states with limited recognition except Kosovo. United Nations. The United Nations was founded in 1945, but Ireland's membership was blocked by the Soviet Union until 1955, partly because of Dublin's neutrality during the Second World War. Since the 25th of July 2007, the Irish ambassador to the UN office at Geneva has been Davy O'Searle. Ireland has been elected to the UN Security Council as a non-permanent member on 3 occasions, in 1962, in 1981, 1982 and most recently in 2001-2002. Ireland is a member state of the International Criminal Court, having signed the Rome Statute in 1998 and ratified it in 2002. Irish Aid. The Government of Ireland's Programme of Assistance to Developing Countries financed the redesign of the UNV online volunteering service website in 2008 and supported its operations from 2007 to 2010, which led to a significant growth in the number of online volunteers and the tasks they completed. Peacekeeping missions. Ireland has a long history of participation in UN peacekeeping efforts starting in 1958, just 3 years after joining the UN. As of 2006, 85 members of the Irish Defence Forces had been killed on peacekeeping missions. List of major peacekeeping operations. June 1958 – December 1958 UNOGIL Observer Mission to Lebanon. 1958 – Present UNTSO Mission to the Middle East. 1960 to 1964 ONUC Mission to Congo. 1964 – Present UNFICYP Mission to Cyprus. 1973 1974 UNEF2 Mission to Sinai after the Yom Kippur War. 1978 Present UNIFIL Mission to Lebanon. 1988 to 1991 UNIMOG Mission to the Iran-Iraq border following the Iran-Iraq War. 1993 to 1995 UNOSOM2 Peace Enforcement Mission to Somalia. 1997 to 2004 SFOR Mission to former Yugoslavia. 1999 Present KFOR Mission to Kosovo. 1999 2000 INTERFET Mission to East Timor. 2003 Present UNMIL Mission to Liberia. 2008 Present EUFOR Chad CAR Mission to Chad and the Central African Republic. As well as these missions, Irish personnel have served as observers in Central America, Russia, Cambodia, Afghanistan, Namibia, Western Sahara, Kuwait and South Africa, Ireland and the Commonwealth of Nations. Ireland was a member state of the British Commonwealth from 1922 until 1949. Initially as a dominion called the Irish Free State from 1922 until 1937, when Ireland adopted a new constitution and changed the name of the state to Ireland. Although the king was removed from the constitution in 1936, a republic was only formally declared from the 18th of April 1949. Under the rules at the time, a republic could not be a member state of the Commonwealth. This was changed a week later with the adoption of the London Declaration. Since 1998, some people in Ireland have advocated joining the Commonwealth of Nations, most notably Eamon O'Cuiv and Mary Kenny. International organizations. Ireland is a member of or otherwise participates in the following international organizations. Foreign aid. Ireland's aid program was founded in 1974, and in 2006 its budget amounted to €734 million. The government has set a target of reaching the Millennium Development Goal of 0.7% of gross national product in aid by 2012, a target which is projected to amount to €1.5 billion based on current GNP growth. Irish development aid is concentrated on 8 priority countries: Lesotho, Mozambique, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Zambia, Uganda, Vietnam and East Timor. In 2006, Malawi was announced as the 9th priority country, with the 10th country to follow. Aid has had to be reduced because of the Irish financial crisis. As of 2012, Joe Costello is the Minister of State for Trade and Development at the Department of Foreign Affairs. Human rights. There have been no serious civil, human or social rights abuses, problems in the state, according to Amnesty International and the U.S. State Department. The country consistently comes among the top nations in terms of freedom and rights ratings.